Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
We're going to start. Hey, lady. Eat. All day, baby, all day. Check your heart rate.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This is Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Get off the field. 47's the mic. 47. Hey, exit. Big lady. Push on travel. Hey, lady.
Here's Darnold. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Get in the white room. Get in the white room. Get it.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The first down run not going to get them a whole lot, maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Show it up. 80 weapons. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Hurry up, hit it.
From the gun, rushing. Now he'll escape to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Set up. 90 Wolf. You're not ready. Just like that. Mike's 57. Go.
From the gun on third down. Rushing. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? I told him to stop right there at the 1.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3 yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third down.
Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. I'm going to come back to you. Hey, lady. 47, Mike. Smooth. Mike, 47. You right. You might be getting tired of seeing me. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Here we go. Hello, lady.
From the end zone, here's Darnold. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Set. 10-2 stop. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to stay ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Murray. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Switch.
To throw on 2nd down. Rushing. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Hey, orbit.
Operating from the gun. Rushing. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jayon Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, Sam off.
2nd and 14. Buying time to his left. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Intercepted. The Jets 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm here all day.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports.
Go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
That's trash. Kill.
A run. It's Murray. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Rushing. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
70.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rushing. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, it's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
I'm coming up 6-6. Pull it high.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Caught here by Bell. Call it a pickup of 7. And just like that, it's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Jim, no ladies. Hey, echo.
Again, Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check safety. Undercrush. Hey, Haywood. Yeah. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rushing. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our 1st half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Watch the screen. 55, mark out 55. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing something. Hey, box truck. Hey, check right. Watch 55. Yo, go.
To throw on 3rd down. Rushing. Open man is Michael Thomas. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun. Rushing. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike, 55. Hey, Alpha. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 55. Now. Let's get off the field. Hey, Charlie.
Operating from the gun. Rushing. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right down the middle. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter state.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
On the ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with a field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
It's our time. It's our time.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. That is incomplete. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This one taken from the 7. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 out more. Hey, exit.
From the gun, rushing. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position.
Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. Yep. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Darnold going deep this time for Miller. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive. Rushing. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trent Sherfield. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Scott Miller, 76 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch the twist. Hey, dude. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I got you. 57 to Mike.
To throw again. Rushing. Thomas has got it. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Saints.
Down. 10-2, sir. It's a party now. Protein spill. Go. Get it.
Throwing on 1st down. Rushing. He's going to rifle one deep. And this is caught at the 20. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 40 yards.
Hey, high 7.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Here we go.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Darnold hitting his tight end, Herndon, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Incomplete.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football because that one could very easily have been a 3rd.
Yeah, off balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them rather than having the confidence that they actually will.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
47 is the mic. Red 80. Shit.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. To the air again, Darnold looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ready.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Murray. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
17 there and a New Orleans first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rushing. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Murray. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Okay, ready? 53, Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Faking the give, Darnold. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Bravo.
Now Darnold. Caught by his tight end Wesco. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Jets on third down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Darnold to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
A first down throw, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run it with Bell. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Darnold. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively so they can't just... Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball.
Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Operating from the gun. Rushing. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now Darnold. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance. That was just not meant to be.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Saints, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.